Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Doctor Stone Season 3, Episode 10. So, we had the beautification of our peeps, we had them being selected, we had Kohaku, Ginro, and, I almost said Anastasia, but it's Amaryllis, I believe, who got picked to go and go in front of the master and potentially be picked to be one of his wives. I don't think them being picked and being brought means they are his wives, or they're gonna be his wives already, right? I think it's like he picks from all the people that get brought. We'll see. But either way, we had poop smell, that was very important. Shampoo, all kinds of that stuff for the glamour up they made, which was really fun. And we had Maz noticing that Kohaku was about to fight back against Minister Ibara, who was about to get a little too handsy. And but he mentioned as long as you don't mess with what he's trying to do, he won't out her as being a fighter. So, yeah, interesting. But I'm looking forward to seeing what's next in their journey. I'm hoping we can get our other crew unfrozen soon, but I miss them. But yeah, let's jump into this, shall we? Alright, we're going to start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Earrings of Science. Not making, like... No way he's making, like... Bluetooth. Oh my god. Oh my god, are they really? Oh my god. They gonna be able to talk to him? Earphones. Oh my god. That's wild. It's not quite Bluetooth, but it's wireless earphone, so it can... Is it gonna be able to receive their transmission, I guess, somehow? That's wild. I don't know enough about how phones and all that works. Like, obviously, when they're calling, they're sending out a wireless signal, right? So he just has to have that thing be able to, like, receive that signal somehow. Do they have their phone with them? Alright. Science Wars. It's a cool episode name. Huh. That's wild. Hmm. So maybe it's more like walkie-talkies, but in an earpiece. Oh. So they have to throw it to her. Oh, shit. Damn. Okay, they do use the phone. Oh, she can't reply. Yeah. Oh my god. Her face. Oh, well, she heard it. Suika equals cute. Oh my god, she has to strain so much! Gen is so proud of himself. How'd he hear? Yeah. She keep it in, like, her room or something? She's taking a dump? Oh, shit. So they're gonna bait out a situation where they have to use it on them, maybe? And then Kohaku will make a move and swipe it? That's wild. Ginner's voice. I wonder who the master is gonna be. We don't get it either. Yeah. Oh, okay, so Spy Team's goal is to make her throw it. But it's gonna activate, right? So how do you... Yeah. Oh my god, I think they're gonna grab her with a drone so it won't get petrified. Oh shit. I was gonna let him finish what he was saying, but that was... Oh my god. Alright. Senku's wild, man. Attitude control? Thanks, subtitles. Pretty sure that said attitude control. I know it meant to say altitude control, I get it, but... I think, anyway. I suppose you could consider, like, it wobbling back and forth, like you said, as attitude. Maybe. It's just a weird word to use. Nice. Oh. Nice. Oh my god. Most insanely mundane of tasks, yes. It do be like that sometimes. Oh. Nice. All up in a tree and shit. It's pretty cool. Interesting, like, design around the rim at the top. I wonder if it's significant. Man, that's crazy. What are the odds that that's the tree that has the pod underneath it? Who are you, master? Oh my god. It's the magma. Orashi. Damn. So, jacked man. Must come from the same gene pool as magma. Oh shit. 15 seconds? What is she gonna do in 15 seconds? Well, found his weakness. Oh my god. She's been training for this. Kapow! But they're all just flexing around. Now go! Should have been gone already. 15 seconds? She's gonna do this in 15 seconds? This is bullshit. Anime crap. Oh, what did she see? Good thing is they're blocking Kohaku's return. Jesus. What did she see? Alright, she saw something. Good shit. I'm excited. What? Why the things on their heads? Is it somehow a message to them? Or... Oh. A week. Poor Ginro. Oh. Motor acquired. Oh, Gen has an idea? Oh. Huh. Yeah, but to them, they have no idea what that could be. What's the point of trying to get it to her, though? He said for communication. Can she talk back? Is it like a walkie-talkie? Her athletics are crazy. Oh my god. Ugh, it's in my boobs. Ah, okay. Oh. Did he learn from school? Oh, learning how to write. Cool. Nice. Cool. What? Oh no. He just fucked off. Okay. Of course. You're gonna ruin your makeup. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, they left some kind of message. So they didn't send it back because it's an SOS. She drew a picture. Oh, mentalist time. Smoke coming from something, it looks like. Could there be some kind of, like, engine? Right. Ice could be IC, right? Like, I see something. I see spear engine. I see... Oh. Okay, I'm completely wrong. Crazy that Kohaku was able to come up with this. Okay. Powering through this thing. $96 possibilities. Okay. Ah, that's what she saw? That's what I said earlier, but... Nice. Yeah. Good shit. Ah, okay. I don't know if that was possible for an English speaker to figure out. That was, yeah. That was a play on Japanese words. That would have been hard to translate. Good shit. Alright. Nice. Yeah. Sucks that I sat there and tried to figure it out. I thought I was onto something with them, like... I couldn't even tell that was supposed to be ice, but... it was supposed to be plastic, but they thought it was ice right away. I thought it was gonna be like a play on, like, ice, like, I see something, like, you know... Could have been, like, the first thing. And then I couldn't think of what the rest could have been, but it ended up being, like, parts of words from the different things there that they showed that all equaled we have platinum. So it's just one of those things that doesn't work out in English, but that's fine. Oh man. So yeah, we made the wireless earphone to receive the phone, which is interesting because I thought the phone worked like I thought they had to call someone. But does it just send out a signal regardless, but it doesn't, like, connect? I don't know. I don't necessarily know how that one worked, right? Because, like I said, maybe when they call someone, it just connects it to the other phone, but when they talk into it, it just sends out what's being said regardless. that is it, guys, for episode 10. But yeah, so I'm not entirely sure how that worked. It's definitely interesting. It's very possible that they just talk into it and the voice goes out, but it's not connecting to their other phone, right? It's just it's just sending out like a radio wave, right? And whatever is able to receive that radio wave can hear what's being said. But if you actually call someone, then because it was ringing before, so they actually do have to like dial in somehow, right? So I don't know. Either way, they got it to work. This show's usually, other than like obviously the petrification and stuff like that, I do wonder if this is still scientifically accurate, right? Like, I know a lot of the early stuff was very scientifically accurate, but is this scientifically accurate? I'm not sure. But it probably is to some degree, but maybe anime exaggerated. I have no idea. But we're past of me being able to be like, oh yeah, I get it. It's pretty crazy though that, I mean, he said it was pretty quiet and they might have to be sort of close in order to send it. I'm not sure. Like, they might have to be closer for it to be able to receive it. So maybe it is like a shorter range thing. Because I was thinking, like, why do our Bluetooth devices need to be charged and everything if it's possible to make them via... Granted, I guess when you're doing Bluetooth, you're usually connecting it to a phone. This is just receiving wild signals. Like, this would probably never work in the modern world because it would probably pick up literally every single radio signal that's, like, in the air and just, like, mash it all together in your ear, right? So I guess that's probably why we have more electronic ones that differentiate. They hook up to your phone. You only hear like the incoming calls or, you know, whatever you're choosing. It's the same way like a radio has electronics to be able to allow you to select different stations and different frequencies, whereas that earring might just pick up every radio station all at once, right? Something like that. So but yeah, we had the big guy. I wrote his name down and I saw it, so I just figured I'd talk about him. Like, obviously their gene pool isn't, like, super diverse. They've been around for a long time, but they still originated from the same, like, group. Granted, the original group didn't have anyone insanely jacked. I suppose the Russian guy seemed like he was maybe on the little heftier side. But yeah, it's funny how we have like over here has their own kind of magma. I'm surprised they didn't make that joke. I'm surprised Ginro didn't make that joke when he saw him. But yeah. Anyway, so the plan is to find a time when Kirisame's alone, have the spy team get her to use her petrification beam, and then they will grab it with the drone that they're working on building, which is crazy. It's funny because I was going through my head and I was like, okay, they're gonna grab it, but how are they gonna do that without getting petrified? And part of me did think, especially when Senku started talking about the sky and stuff like that, I was like, part of my head said drone, I just never said it out loud, and then he said drone, and I was like, oh, okay. I almost dismissed it because I was like, I didn't think they'd be able to do it, but he seems like he can. Obviously, once again, it's not going to be like they show in the pictures. It's going to be a more primitive, janky version, but yeah, that's really interesting. I'm curious to see it work if it does and all that. But now with this message of saying like we have platinum, I wonder if like Senku's gonna go towards that instead, or if he's just gonna be happy that they know where it is and they're gonna deal with this whole situation first and then go get it. I wonder. I don't know. I also wonder if they even know it's down there. It looked like it was fully encapsulated in like the roots, right, of the tree, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the roots where the master lives. That's where the key of science is. Yeah, suspiciously spherical. And then they give, like, a shot of it. Yeah, like, through her eyes. I'm trying to get, like, a good shot of it, but it's, like, through her eyes, so it's kind of hard to see. But it doesn't look like it's, like, opened up at all. Which I suppose might help preserve it even more, too. Like, if the elements aren't directly hitting it. But yeah, it looks like it's completely encapsulated within, like, the roots, so... I wonder if the people here are even aware of it being here. So, we still didn't get to see the Master. I don't know if it's gonna matter. I don't know if we're gonna, like, I don't know if it's possible that we'd recognize him. Unless he just looks like someone, right? If, like, unless he's, like, because they're all descendants, right? They all, like, somewhat look like even, like, Kurosame and Amaryllis, I mistook the two in the opening. It really makes me wonder if it's someone we're gonna, like, be like, oh, that's probably descended from someone. Like, it almost feels like they're making a big deal of the identity, but I don't know who it could be, right? Like, unless it's gonna somehow be someone that was, like, exiled from... See, I don't even know if Kohaku and them would know that, right? Like, if it's gonna be someone that was exiled from... Because they said they, like, kicked people out of their village, right? For Ishigami Village. And we don't know where any of them went. Maybe one of them somehow found their way to that island on, like, a boat or something. And somehow became the Master. I don't know. I'm still also wondering how they got the... Unless it's also... It could be someone that is more modern. Like, maybe they... Let's see... Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Maybe it's someone more modern. Maybe they have, like, the marks that prove they came out of stone or something. Maybe that's why their face is so hidden. It just seems interesting that it feels like they're building it up to be something that we're going to be like, oh my god, when we see it, rather than just showing us who it is, right? So I guess we'll see. But yeah. I like the whole, like, thing with the letter. Someone mentioned to me that they were surprised. I think they said they were surprised in a comment. They said they were surprised that they didn't teach, like, how to read and write. But it seems like they did. Like, the Senku made, like, the school and stuff. I kind of forgot. It was a brief shot last season, I think. Either last season or early this season. Maybe it was early this season, and that's why. I think they might have been commenting on season 2, and maybe either they didn't want to spoil it for me, or maybe it was only earlier this season. But I do at one point remember seeing, like, a classroom of kids. I actually think it was in one of the pictures, which would have been this season. So maybe it wasn't revealed until this season, was the fact that they did have, like, schools and were teaching some of the kids and stuff. So maybe that's why. Why I got that comment earlier in, like, season 2. So they are working on teaching the Ishigami Village people how to read and write and stuff like that. At least the ones that are willing to learn. It seems like mostly the kids right now, but and props to Kinro for going there and learning as well. But that was funny with Ginro going there and be like faking that he knew what was going on, and then just was completely wrong, or not wrong, but, like, you know, he just lied about what he did and just fucked off. So that was pretty funny. But yeah, I'm just excited to see more. Kohaku managing, like, maybe it wasn't really 15 seconds, but it's so, like, I know they exaggerate a lot of the things in this anime, but her being able to get there the way that she jumped there and everything and jumped back is just wild what she's capable of. Oh man. Sometimes it's like it does take me out of the moments a little bit. Like when we're doing like a serious spy mission like this, and then she somehow just like leaps across like so far away and comes back all within supposedly 15 seconds. Granted, like she said, buy me 15 seconds. It could have been more than that or whatever, but that should have taken like 20 minutes to do, right? If you were like very, very capable at like jumping through trees and everything. Like, I don't even know if that's even possible for a person to do, but I know there's a lot of exaggerated things in the show and all that. It just kind of takes me out of the little like cool spy stuff when we have some of these like realistic gadgets they're giving them, and then Kohaku is just sitting here being a superhero with like some kind of superpower. It's like, okay, like it almost makes me doubt like the scientific gadgets actually could work because the muscle stuff is so over exaggerated in the show. But it's always been that way. Like, we've seen Taiju do some ridiculous things with his strength and all that. So, but yeah. And, I mean, don't even get us started with freaking Tsukasa and his strength as well. But one-shotting a tiger or a lion with one punch. But, I mean, I love the show for what it is. It's just, it was just hard to take it serious in that moment and be, like, worried for her when she's just, you know, being all super strong like that. So, regardless, did I miss anything? Is there anything else I really want to talk about? But, talked about the little letter they sent. The little mouse was fun. I don't know how they controlled it. Like, did they have a remote control that got it all the way to her? But then also I don't know how it got back to them. So that was a little confusing as well. It seemed like they just let it rip and let it go, and it just happened to make it to Kohaku somehow. I guess that's another thing that I'm a little confused on. And then when they sent it back, how, like, did they have a remote control? And, like, was someone watching to see when she released it to be able to remote control it and get it back to where they're going? I don't know. That does seem a little loosey-goosey. But... huh. I didn't even think about that before. Anyway. Alright. Yeah. Either way. I mean, even if the science stuff does start getting a little bit far-fetched, it's probably pretty hard to, like, research and try to come up with, like, when they're starting to get to super advanced stuff, right, like this, it's probably really hard to try and be 100% accurate because there's only so much you can, like, Google and learn about this. Like, at this point, you would have to be, like, not even just, like, you'd have to be such a good scientist in multiple fields to be able to accurately write this script if you were going to do that when it comes into, like, making a drone out of this stuff. Like, do all these, like, is it possible to make all these little inventions? Like, early on in the show, I can see them being scientifically accurate, because they can be like, you know, you can Google, like, how to make soap in a primitive situation, you know, and it'll be like, oh, you know, crush up these shells, or, you know, or use, like, whatever. They had that, like, Dr. Stone or whatever, like, the specific rock that they used and everything. Like, how do you make gunpowder in a primitive? Like, I can see that, but when you start getting into this kind of thing, like, I feel like this is beyond just, like, Googling, like, how do you make a primitive drone that can be wirelessly controlled in a primitive civilization with limited power and, you know, like, I feel like you're getting to, like, super advanced stuff that maybe this is where they start just being a little bit more far-fetched with the science in a way. I don't know. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but yeah, just realizing that mouse somehow got there and got back seemingly without anyone controlling it, or we didn't see anyone. I didn't notice anyone controlling it. Is pretty crazy. So, and unless I miss, you know, because it did make it back to them. I don't know. Anyway, regardless, like I said, I'm still really enjoying the show. I don't need it to be. I don't watch anime for it to be realistic. it does stink that it started off more realistic and then it's like diverting from that if that's the case. But maybe someone will comment here and be like, "You dummy! It all works. It's all science. It's all real." You know, and I'm like, "Oh, okay. Props to the show then." So, but yeah, either way, still love the show. That's going to be it for me. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. Links in the description below should be popping up on the screen. You can get 2 more episodes ahead of time through the early access tier on there. Should be some good stuff. Thank you guys so much for the support if you choose to, and I'll see you guys in my future reactions.